Welcome in Quick Learning. In this tutorial you will learn how to use C programming language by using NetBeans compiler. Create your program in NetBeans and you will see this type of the screen in front of you. Let's start to understand it from very first line. A forward slash with an asterisk and at the end asterisk with a forward slash represents start and end multi-line comments. These are very helpful for documentation for programmer ease. So whatever lines, sentences or codes we are writing between them will not be executed by our compiler. Our compiler cannot read these lines which are written between start and end multi-line line comments. Then on line number 14, hash include is a keyword, and stdio and stdlibs are the libraries, built-in libraries, and .h represent the extension or a header file. Then coming towards line number 20, int is a keyword or a data type, main is a fixed you can say a fixed keyword which cannot be changed, and small brackets represents that it is a function. Then coming towards the curly brackets, which are most important, curly bracket shows that it is a body. You can write your code in between these curly brackets. So let's see how we can write our code. We have various data types to represent our data, as we have int for integers, float for decimal points, characters and strings, etc. So right now I'm using integer and data type for integer and characters. So let's see how to use that, and about variables we will learn a lot. Data type, as we have certain keywords. For integers we have a keyword of int, and I am declaring here a variable with a name of number. You can give it any name. You should know about the various properties of variable. A variable must have a name, a variable must have a value, a variable must be declared by its data type, and the last one is a variable must have an address. You are not concerned with address because it is by default assigned by your compiler back in your memory. And what about the data type? As I have written here int, it's mean in this variable num I can get only integer type of the data. I can store only integers or digits. If I am not initializing my variable with any value, then by default this compiler will assign it a garbage value. It can either 0 or 0.111 etc. So right now I'm initializing it with a value of 48 for example. And the thing which is most important, you can declare your variable, different variable, by just writing a comma. For example, number 2 is my different variable. The thing I want to tell you that you can give a name of your variable, but your variable should not start with any digit. If it is going to be started with any digit, then it will give you an error. For example, I am writing before this 9, so it will give me a error here that you cannot declare your variable with any digit. I can use alphabet or letter, or I can declare my variable by an underscore as well. Initialize it with any other value, it depends on you. These are the variables having the integer data type. Now let's take the variable with the character data type. As it is a keyword for characters, I am giving it any name like alpha. You can give any name as of your choice, and we can initialize it. For characters we have to initialize it by using a single quote. Between this single quote you can give any value, any letter or space or anything which you want. I am giving it letter, for example R. Okay, let's see how to print these. I have to write a command of print. Printf is by default function which is using for output, to get an output whatever I am writing this, and this is a syntax which we have to follow in C language. Let's write here my number is. Now the very important thing which I am going to tell you is I have to use here a format specifier. Format specifier define your data, which type of the data you want to print here. So for integer we have a format specifier of %d, %d, then I have to give here a comma and a variable which stores 48 value. Okay, you can see my number is %d. In front of this number is written. It is giving me an error. Why? Because I have written here a different name and the variable have a different name, as it consists of a, and here I have not mentioned a, so I can remove it from here. Now my error will be resolved. So in place of %d, the value stored in number or variable which named as number will appear here. I have initialized this, but I haven't initialized number2 variable. Let's see what will this give us the output. Just change it and underscore. I have used this. The third command I am going to give for just change it. My alphabet is for characters we have to use the format specifier %c. I am using here format specifier with %c. So now let's see the output, but before that, for printing my alphabet I have used here a variable of alpha, and here I have declared number, so it will not give me the output. So alpha, I'm writing here alpha. Now run the output, run your program, and let's see what is the output. Here you can see the output. Everything is in one line. How to resolve this problem? It is very difficult to read your output. So to resolve this one, let's see how to resolve this. Just we have to add here a /n. /n give us a space of one line. It will take it to next line, so it would be easy to read. These are known as escape sequences. There are different escape sequences, and for next line we use /n, backward slash with small n. Now see your output. Here is your output. If I can, my number is 48, as in number variable 48 value was stored, but in the next one is my number is 0, because in next variable I haven't stored any value, and I told you when you are not giving any value to your variable, not assigning any value, then a garbage value will be printed. So 0 is a garbage value, and my alphabet is R. So this is the output, required output. I hope you liked this tutorial, and for more details about various other different format specifier and different data types and escape sequences, keep watching my channel Quick Learning and do subscribe it. Thank you very much.